Take 413. Guess what, guys? I was recording for 19 minutes and then I looked down and I forgot to hit record. It's one of those motherfucking days. I am sipping a caffeine-free Diet Coke out of a plastic straw. I have a new mocktail kind of dehydration, surprise, a delight, a Sunday delight, if you will. It is one Diet Coke over ice with a single-use plastic straw. And if you put just a drop of vanilla extract and a fucking cherry, I mean, it's nostalgia in a cup. It reminds me of the macaroni grill. It reminds me of focaccia bread from the macaroni grill. Or no, it was a rosemary. It was like a big ball of rosemary bread. I love the macaroni grill. I don't have one near me, but I would do anything. You know where they have one? The Chicago airport. I know because I intentionally tried to book our flights to the Bahamas this year through the Chicago airport with a long layover because I'm dying to go to the macaroni grill there. I want the caprese salad was oddly just so good. The little balls of mozzarella were perfect. And they always had just the most beautiful shrivel of basil. I love the bread and I love the honor system with the jug of wine, obviously. And the chicken marsala. Does it get better than the macaroni grilled chicken marsala? I don't think so. What was I saying? Oh, I'm sipping on this mocktail because I'm just a touch parched this morning. Heather McMahon and her husband, Jeff, came over last night for dinner. And Heather and I proceeded to do what we always do, which is, lock the doors, dim the lights, throw back martinis, and start tag teaming, verbally assaulting Andrew and her husband, Jeff. Because they're just kind of one in the same. They're very similar human beings, and they can take it so well. And we were discussing this last night. To the naked eye, somebody said something to Andrew one time about how he felt about me emasculating him on the internet. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? A, because he's not on the internet. And B, because it's so not applicable. Men like Jeff and Andrew are the opposite of pussies because they don't give a fuck. Imagine if Andrew's like, it really hurts my feelings when you make fun of me on your podcast. I'd be like, does it? Do you need a fucking tampon up your ass? Shut up. They don't even care. They're completely, they tune us out. It's very healthy and refreshing. And Heather and I are we're ragey, we're rash. We're like, yeah, motherfucker, why don't you go play fucking golf? Like we're just one after the other. And they're just like sipping a Stella, completely glazed, couldn't care less. They could be anywhere. The looks on their faces, both of them, as we're harassing them over a beautiful bolognese that I pretended to make for an hour and a half. I was like, I made my world famous bolognese. I picked it up from a local restaurant along with homemade pasta, brownies, cookies. You got to outsource when you have children. Like, I'm not going to, it's a Saturday night. I want to put on my Britney Jean gas station sweatsuit a la 2007, have a couple martinis over a cheese plate, and verbally assault my husband and my friend's husband together by candlelight. I feel like that's not too much to ask for. Another thing, new developments in the Schimmel-Haas house. I joke that I'm a philanthropist, but I actually am a motherfucking philanthropist, okay? This morning, I realized that I have donated upwards of $1,600 motherfucking dollars to the Tortai Rescue Program of Malibu. During coronavirus 2020, everyone was ragey, rashy, and just fucking ripping each other apart on the internet. We were all locked up like feeble little hamsters, okay? We thought the world was ending. What did I do? The same thing that everybody else did. I got wind that California was going to ban single-use plastics, okay? This was way back when in 2020. Lest we forget, we all thought the world was ending. I wasn't really concerned with living in a landfill. I just thought, hey, if I'm going to die of a respiratory disease, I want to at least sip a Diet Coke out of a plastic straw, preferably in a pale pink hue. So I went on Amazon Prime and I loaded up on every fucking multicolored plastic straw that I could get my grubby German infested hands on. You know what I'm saying? For like lack of exaggeration, I'm not joking. I think I probably around 2020 had about 28,000 plastic straws just stuffed to the brim in my garage, okay? And I gotta say, not popular to say, and I've curbed my intake and my, sustainability around here, but I do love single-use plastic. It's great both for sanitation reasons and for fun, just for fun in the sun, okay? So I think I posted a story or something of all the plastic straws. People ripped my ass apart, rightfully so, understandably so. I was getting canceled for multiple reasons in 2020. So I thought, how do we pivot, okay? How do we take life's lemons and squeeze them into the eyes of an innocent tortie? So I Google how to help the turtles, and I find some website with a donation option, and I donate $100 to the local turtles, Franklin and family. I screenshot it. I put it on Instagram. I say, look, world, put your money where your mouth is, okay? Here is a charitable contribution to Tortie Everywhere. Forever your girl, Jackie. What I did not read was the fine print that said that one time in my head payment of $100 was actually a quarterly payment that I've been making since fucking 2020. So if you crunch those numbers, it's $100 4 times a year for the past 4 fucking years, which equates to $1,600 fucking dollars that I have generously donated to the Tortie of America, okay? You know what I haven't heard about recently? Any type of turtle trauma, which means that my contribution is single-handedly keeping the Tortie community alive. I am the face of the Tortie Rescue Program, and you're motherfucking welcome. I have since called American Express, reversed the payments. I'm just kidding, I didn't. But I have canceled my quarterly payments because that's fucking atrocious. Do you know the math on that? I would have donated over the course of my life. I plan on living till I'm 103. That would be like $48,000 to the tortoises. I don't give a fuck about the tortoises. In fact, I'm going to go buy a tortoise pair of sunglasses, all in the name of my philanthropic work. Here's another thing. As I talked about last week, sometimes a gal just needs to tootle around a suburban Home Goods to feel alive. But one thing that I have done for years that I have not talked about or exploited, another work of philanthropy that I would like to share with you, sometimes I go to Home Goods and I curate carts for people. Not intentionally, but I'll tootle for 20 minutes. I'll find a candle. I'll find a coffee table book. I'll find some cocktail napkins. I'll find a votive. I'll find some anthropology adjacent colored glassware, mix-matched. Sometimes I buy just things for gifts, things for housewarming gifts, things for gift baskets, things for the apocalypse, just anything that I think is stylized and a good bang for the buck. But then when I make my way to the registers and the line is so long and it's serpentining all the way to the fucking discounted lamps, I'm not going to wait in that line. So what I do is I curate carts for the misguided shopper. And then I leave them in various aisles. So I curate a hostess gift bag, a children's present, a gallery wall, just tchotchke central, Art Deco, mid-century modern, outdoor lanterns, whatever the fuck it is. I pick a theme and then I curate a cart and then I leave it somewhere so that maybe somebody lost, broken, aimless will walk in there being like, I need to dial the vibe in my home. And then they're going to find my perfectly curated cart and take it and walk right to the register. That's what's happening in my mind. In reality, I'm just probably burdening the poor people that work at Home Goods, like having to like restock and unload my carts. But in my head, I'm doing curations for people. Customer Curations by Jackie. Oh my God. I, for whatever reason, thought that the Met Ball was on Tuesday, but it's actually tomorrow. So for the second half of this episode, I'm going to do full Met Gala fashion coverage, scathing. Okay. So the Met this year is hosted by Zendaya. This is very weird. Chris Hemsworth, Bad Bunny, and Jennifer Lopez. I find this to be an interesting lineup of hosts. I wish it was like just Zendaya. Chris Hemsworth, that feels rogue. I cannot, by the way, with a motherfucking gun to my head, I thought that Liam Hemsworth and Chris Hemsworth were the same person. Are they brothers? You guys. It's hard being such a pop culture enthusiast. I have no fucking clue. I could not tell you what one movie that Chris Hemsworth has been in. The Avengers, like Mad Max. I have no fucking clue. No clue. Is he an action star? Is he Australian? It's Liam Hemsworth's brother, right? Wow, that gene pool is pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why he's hosting the Met Ball. I find that to be odd. Why can't there just be one host? You know what I mean? I don't know if that was ever a thing or just two. 4 feels very, very aggressive. Jennifer Lopez, this is an interesting year for her to host the Met Ball because I feel like Jennifer Lopez has been in some dicey waters. Maybe that's just a TikTok algorithm that I've been on, but people are off Jenny from the block. I'm not. I would like to go on record and say that I'm never off Jenny from the block. I am obsessed with her, okay? She does not take a day off. She says no to nothing. I saw her in an interview recently. She's in a Charlotte Russe adjacent long sleeve baby pink sequin, like retrofet adjacent. And I mean that shady. Listen, will I wear retrofet? Sure. Not really, but maybe. But you're fucking J-Lo. Why are you wearing a pink sequin long sleeve mini dress like you're a bottle service girl at the Win? I don't understand. Like, you're fucking J-Lo. I think she either knocks it out of the park, although not recently. In recent years, J-Lo's fashion selections have just not been for me. I feel like she's been missing a lot lately. The pressure is on tomorrow, obviously. If you're hosting the fucking Met Ball, you better bring it, Jenny from the fucking block, okay? Obviously, Zendaya in my eyes has not made one mistake, ever. She's a perfect specimen. She is so fucking talented and so gorgeous. The body, the clothes, the face, the hair, the glow. Perfection. I'm very excited. I'm excited to see if Taylor Swift's going to show up. I'm ready for it, okay? Ready for it. Oh, I love this sponsor. Love, okay? We all know that as a busy parent, it is so important to keep your life simple and convenient, okay? Efficiency plus over here, especially at mealtimes. I cannot tell you, before I found Little Spoon, I was spending so much time making broccoli tots, sweet potato tots, turkey tots, salmon cakes, fucking banana pancakes. It was ridiculous, okay? Little Spoon is going to save your life. Little Spoon delivers fresh, healthy meals and snacks straight to your door that your kiddo is gonna love at every eating stage they are in. Little Spoon is a one-stop shop for healthy, easy mealtime and snack time for your baby, toddler, and big kid, delivered to your door. Their goal is to make keeping your child healthy feel like the easiest part of your day so that you can cut through all the drama of mealtime. Little Spoon starts your baby out with the baby blends. These baby blends, okay, yesterday, Clyde was having pitaya, like a beautiful pitaya bowl. I can't even get started how much I love this company. Paid retail before they sponsored me, just saying. It is fresh organic baby food from single ingredients to multi-textured purees that take the stress out of starting solids. Also, they take the mess out of cooking all of this stuff, okay? They test their blends for 400 plus contaminants, including heavy metals. This is a big one. New moms, if you're on the TikTok, you hear about all of these bougie products that have so many metals in them. I love the puffs, which are made with 6 organic ingredients. Clyde is obsessed with the pitaya puffs, obsessed with even like the broccoli, like everything. everything. I could not recommend this product more. It's all delivered to your door. It's so flexible. It's so easy. Everything stores right in the fridge and freezer. You pick the menu and you can change up what you order every time. The price is right. The quality is unmatched. Simplify your child's mealtime with 30% off your first order. Go to littlespoon.com/Bible and enter our code Bible at checkout to get 30% off your first Little Spoon order. Another thing, I was reminiscing yesterday. I went to my cousin Alana's baby shower, and it was actually a very fun baby shower. They're not all fun. You know what's the worst thing in the world? A sober baby shower. Because just because the mommy can't drink, somebody get us a pink lemonade. I don't want to go anywhere where pink lemonade is served ever fucking again. I don't think I have been, but I do not want to go to an all-female event with pink lemonade. I know that's painfully specific, but moving forward in my life, I think I have earned the right and the opportunity to just say no to female only vaginal pink lemonade party procedures. Not happening. Here's the problem. I thought I was out of the woods at the end of the shower because I did not see a jar of jelly beans. I did not see a measuring tape. I did not see diapers with candy bars. Guess what the poop's made out of? That is so fucking disgusting. Can we just all make a sisterhood pact that we're not going to do that? Remember, has anyone been to a baby shower where they do that? They put a Twix bar, a Milky Way, a Snickers, a Reese's Pieces, a Three Musketeers. Whoever guesses what the fake baby poop is wins a cupcake. Disgusting. It's gross. It's gross. Okay? It's anti-feminist. It's degrading and it's condescending. So when I saw the pens starting to get handed out and flashcards, little note cards, okay, with a fill in the blank option, I started getting a little nervous. And then my sister started getting a little nervous. Since high school and then again in COVID, I had to make a public pact with myself that I will not participate in recreational group games because demons take over my body, and whatever was supposed to be fun and lighthearted, I make not fun and toxic. I am so insularly competitive with any form of recreational game. I can't play board games. I can't play Yahtzee. I can't play card games. I can't play any type of fill in the blank trivia game. I don't like games that are based not on skill set, like the game Catchphrase, where you could get every single one right, and I always do, and then it lands on you and the buzzer goes off, and despite your performance, you are out just because there's a hot potato element. It makes no fucking sense. Catchphrase is bullshit. It doesn't matter if every time you get it, you ding, 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 green light, green light, green light, star on the forehead. If you just, by the way, it almost hurts you to have the talent and the knowledge with Catchphrase, because if you get it quicker, then it just comes back to you quicker. And if it comes back to you quicker, then there's more of an option for you to get buzzed out. See, even talking about games, I get if you're watching the video, bright red. And everyone knows this about me. So, I feel like everyone is also Narcissism 101 watching me. And then that makes me very nervous also. So all the adrenaline, all the things. So they pass it out. My sister's like, Jackie, calm down. I'm like, what? I'm fine. And she's like, I can already see you have a chest rash. I'm like, no, I'm not even going to play. I don't care. What? Is there a prize? And then I found out that it was a SkinCeuticals eye cream. And then I started getting really rashy. I'm like, I'm not going to play. It's not fair to the other women. I will crush. I'm a crusher. I don't lose. That's the other thing. I am a winner through and through. Something takes over my body, the demons, and I become the highest functioning version of myself. You know how they say that we only utilize 10% of our brains? When somebody goes around with a fucking clipboard and a cardstock and a fill in the blank and a fucking mechanical pencil and I hear that click, 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 I click, click, click into the highest gear. And I become John Nash, A Beautiful Mind. I become Rain Woman, Dustin Hoffman, counting cards. Like, I remember things and I have access to parts of my brain that I never have fucking access to. It was a fill in the blank quiz, song titles that alluded to babies. So like, you know, Always Be My Baby, okay? Hey Baby, no doubt. So it gave you the artist and then it gave you one of the words in the song title. Then there was an announcement that it was timed and whoever finished first wins. That just, I mean, every single announcement, with every pen that touched the table, with every eyeball on me, my whole family's like, oh God, she's gonna fucking levitate, she's gonna crush. Jackie, this game was made for you. Then I started getting also like blind support from strangers, and I the second they set go, I was shoving. I was like I was filling it in as fast as I could. Did I win? Of course I fucking won. Look at my eyes, okay? They're glistening thanks to my new SkinCeuticals eye cream. But I did have a bit of a flashback. Then we all started talking about how competitive I was. I was kicked out of there was a game group in high school where a bunch of couples like got together on Thursday nights. I think I made it 2 weeks and then everyone was like, it's not fun when Jackie's here. She can't play with us. And I was like, fuck all of you. Loser, 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 loser. Big winner, okay? Then later in life, there was a game of Pictionary on a Tuesday night with Andrew, my friend Ruth Ann, my roommate, and our boyfriends, whatever. And the cops were called because there was a bit of a misunderstanding on everyone else's part on how to fucking play Pictionary. And Andrew, I mean, we almost broke up. Like, it was just so bad. I was screaming at the top of my lungs at everyone. I'm like, you fucking dipshits. Does anyone read the goddamn instructions? Like, I was so upset and no one was taking it seriously. And everyone was saying that I wasn't good, but I was the best one. Okay. Then I think back to high school. Okay. When I was a camp counselor, and there was this week during the summer called Color Wars. And not to brag, but I crushed every single year. I had a group of, I would say 15, 11-year-olds, okay? Boys, girls, the whole mixed bag. And I took this week so fucking seriously that I had some campers that would opt out that week. There was a little girl named Samantha. I wonder how she's doing now. A little fragile for my liking. And her mom came to me and she was like, hey, Samantha's just not really competitive, and I feel like maybe it's best if I just pull her from camp that week because, she doesn't like the energy and she feels bad when you're screaming at her at the 3-legged race. And I was like, you know what? I'm preparing Samantha for the big bad world out there. And if Samantha's not ready to fucking play, Samantha should stay home. Fucking pussy. I gave those kids Red Bull. I'm not joking. I literally stayed 3 hours unpaid every day and we did conditioning training. I was like, listen, tomorrow's the sack potato race and I don't need you fucking bum-legged bitches bringing me down. I also taught them our slogan because we were the color red. Obviously, I chose red. It was everybody bleeds red. And before any type of competition, it was all like trivia, like dance, like, it was supposed to be lighthearted and fun for the kids. Not my kids. I was breeding fucking winners. I will never forget. I could cry just getting misty from the nostalgia. There was a kid named John and he was just my star. You know what I mean? He was there to play. And I taught all the kids before any type of competition to look at the other teams and look them dead in the eye, get really, really close, just seconds before that blower buzzed, and go like this. Hey, just in case you forgot, everybody bleeds red. And then go like this and hiss at them. And it really threw people off their game. It was a life tactic that I hope those campers have taken into the real world. But we fucking dominated. And anytime there was any loss. I was such a poor sport. I was shoving Red Bull down those kids. I'm like, I'm going to need you guys operating at a motherfucking 10 all day long. Am I right? Everybody bleeds red. Like, I was just like a psychopath. I'd be put in jail now. If I was doing the same shit that I did when I was like 15, 16, I would be in jail. Hurricane Harbor, I let those fucking kids, they were in the wave pool, they're in the lazy river, they're like 11 years old going down Venom Drop. I was like, listen, meet me at the lemonade stack, potatoes, whatever. Meet me by the fucking lemonade at 3 p.m. We'll do a head count. Hopefully none of y'all will fucking drown. I just got a fresh Conair straightening iron and I'm not getting my hair wet. Thank you so much. See you later. Good times. Okay, so we got your kids covered. Now I'm going to get you covered. Okay, I got you, girly. I'm always looking for ways to eat healthier, but it's just difficult for me, okay? Eating healthy usually means bland or not enough food. That's why I'm so excited to talk about our next sponsor, Marley Spoon. Marley Spoon knows bland food is boring, so they created the best tasting meal kit money can buy. And with my code, BitchBible, you can get up to 25 free meals. With Marley Spoon, you can choose from over 100 delicious recipes every week, from like lemon tilapia to ravioli to creamy polenta, meatballs. And they have vegetarian meals, family-friendly dishes, or low-carb options, so you can fully customize your meals to your needs. I recently got my Marley Spoon Deliv, and I made their seared steak with a herb compound butter, which, I mean, compound butter, get out of here. Are you kidding me? It was so delicious. Me and Andrew both loved it. We devoured, licked the plates. With meal planning and food shopping taken care of, making delicious, healthy meals is so easy. Plus, they're super flexible. You're not locked into anything that's like crazy binding. I just think this is such a great company. You can edit, pause, or cancel your boxes anytime. Experience the most personalized meal kit today with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/bitchbible and use code bitchbible for up to 25 free meals. That's right, up to 25 free meals with Marley Spoon. One last time, that is marleyspoon.com/offer/bitchbible for up to 25 free meals, and make sure you use my promo code bitchbible, one word, so they know that I sent you. You know what one of my least favorite words is? Compromise, okay? And if there's one thing I absolutely refuse to compromise on, it is my health, and you shouldn't either. It is time to get your shit together and stop going to that seedy doctor just because they're available right now or because they take your sketchy insurance. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. I used this last week, okay? Once you find the doc you want, you can book them right away. You don't have to wait for ages on hold with a receptionist or even worse, a robot on the phone. Don't get me started. We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, credible doctors and specialists who all have verified reviews from actual, real human being patients. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and basically treat any condition you're searching for. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between 24 and 72 hours. Instant gratification. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments. I use them plenty of times. It's quick, it's easy, and I feel so much better knowing that my doctor is verified by patients like me. I am a big-time ZocDoc user, and you should be too. Go to ZocDoc.com/Bible and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That is ZocDoc.com/Bible, ZocDoc.com/Bible. Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to be talking about this, but I'm going to because it's just on the tip of the tongue and I need some strategy here. I need to just workshop this out loud. So when I signed my new deal with Podcast One, you know, we're fresh, we're new, we're spicy, 10 years of podcasting. Tentatively and allegedly, maybe there was supposed to be like a billboard in Times Square and I was going to go with my son and I was going to get a cute outfit and a tapeworm and like stand in front of it and like do this like scavenger hunt thing for New York listeners to like come and bring road cocks and like meet me in Times Square. Not like meet me, but just like meet up in Times Square and just like, you know, be like, oh my God, this is so stupid, because it is so stupid. So dumb. but like so exciting for me. You know what I mean? So I've just been so excited about this. And I found out a whiles back that I am not allowed to use my podcast name or the illusion of any profanity in Times Square. So, you know, people can spray paint swastikas, that's no problem. And rats the size of Great Danes can run free through the streets of New York. But I can't stand in front of a billboard with my face severely face-tuned, hopefully, that says, you know, bitch Bible every Tuesday, you know, see you next Tuesday, which, by the way, I was the very first person to do because I've had a podcast since the Great Depression. And the reason it came out on Tuesdays because I was like, wouldn't it be funny if it came out on Tuesdays? And then I said, see you next Tuesday. I mean, and now everybody does it, which is fine and adorable. So I'm trying to think of something creative that is also, you know, lucrative from a marketing standpoint, where I could still finagle some form of a billboard in Times Square that has zero profanity. And when I tell you that I lay awake at night tossing and turning, I can't think of anything that's funny that's not suggestive. So if you're smart and have any ideas, I was like, should I do like a fake for your consideration Nobel Peace Prize because of my fucking turtle rescue mission? Like, what can I put on a billboard that links and helps support my podcast while also is not offensive and perhaps has virality to it? I can't think of it, but I'm hoping I can figure it out in the next week or two because I'd really love to come to New York at the end of May and do the fucking thing. I've got a trip planned. I've got a cute top, and I have been cutting out alcohol and some carbs some days of the week. I didn't go to In-N-Out Burger this week because I want to put on a crop top in New York, okay, with a sensible arch supported sneaker and, you know, a Stanley cup of vodka and just go stand there dodging pigeons so I can get one fucking picture so that when I'm canceled in the preceding months, I have the memory and I can show my grandchildren that, you know, there was a point in time when I was hoarding plastic straws and slinging shit behind a microphone for like 3.5 people to listen to and feel alive, you know, for the baby book. In preparation for this fictitious event, I got a Nefertiti lift last week. I did not realize how many people were unaware of the Nefertiti lift via injection. So there's no threads, there's no chop suey, there's no cutting, there's no surgery. This is all done with Dysport or Botox, whatever your injectable of choice is. I got it done for the first time right after giving birth, and I noticed such a difference. At first I was like, okay, like I don't see what like the point is because they shoot your whole neck up and then they do your jawline. But once it goes away, you 100% know the difference. I have a hereditary little, I like to call it a hanging chad, like the 2008 election. Google it. Basically it's just like a little friend underneath my chin, and it's not cool or funny, and it's quite annoying when naturally thin people do complain about their weight, but I'm gonna do it, okay? Because it's called feminism, I'm allowed to. And also, you know what's interesting about it? I think that people assume that I would project my own ideals onto myself, onto others. That is not me. I live in a 1-lane highway, okay? So it's all about me. It's all about me. I'm not comparing. I'm not contrasting. I'm just saying for me personally, you know, I've got a little extra to love. Okay. I've got love handles. I've got a muffin top, and it's chill. It's fine. I got a Nefertiti lift, whatever. So basically they inject the neck bands, okay? And then they inject your whole jawline. You just get a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a tightening, and a lot of definition around the jawline. Ask your injectors about a Nefertiti lift. If they don't know what it is, don't let them fucking do it. I said to my nurse Tanya yesterday, when did I go? No, 2 days ago. I was like, what is the legal maximum for injectables? Because whatever that is, double it and shove a needle in my fucking face. Shove it everywhere. Anywhere I can. I want Botox in the hands. I know people that get Botox in their ears. That's too far for me. Like if you're concerned about your earlobes in your 30s, like you need a better personality. No one's looking at your fucking earlobes, okay? But people do it because if you have a saggy lobe, another hanging chad, or you like statement earrings, I guess you can inject your fucking earlobes. I had no clue. Nefertiti lift, you're welcome. Okay, last night I let my tits hang low, wobble to and fro, tie them in a knot, tie them in a bow. Okay, it's Met Gala Monday. I watched The Idea of You starring the one, the only, the chameleon herself, Anne, or as her friends call her, Annie Hathaway. She is in a blunt bang. She has an art gallery in Silver Lake. She falls in love with a boy bander after taking her daughter to Coachella. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. Do I think it was a good film? No. Do I think it's going to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars next year? No. Did I enjoy myself? I sure fucking did. And perhaps I'm projecting. I felt and fell for little Annie Hathaway, okay? I had a very similar experience at my first One Direction concert. It didn't go down quite the same, but Andrew was working with them and they were recording backstage before a show in San Diego. Andrew and I had probably been dating like a year or two at this point. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Time, the days, they blend. Anyways, so Andrew was on the bus with them, recording with them before their concert. I came early to say hi, and I looked at Andrew and I was like, listen, if there is ever a shot in hell that Harry Styles is gonna want to fuck me, you gotta pretend that you don't know me. Pretend like we've never made eye contact. Do not introduce me as your girlfriend. Let me just get backstage and see what I'm working with. You know what I mean? Like, let me see if my sauce is still hot. And so I get back there. I am in a leather short, some type of a knockoff Isabel Marant sneaker, like a wedged sneaker. You can Google it. At the time, it was very on the nose, okay? It was like a Nine West version, a leather jacket, like a sparkly tank top, an effortless, deep Conair crimped beachy wave, a lip gloss to boot, and my pheromones were running high. So I get backstage. Andrew comes and greets me. He tries to kiss me. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Like, you don't know me, bro. Okay. So then he's introducing me to the guys. Finally, Harry comes around. I'm like, I swear to God, I will reach down. I will grab your fleshy banana and I will snap your dick off. Okay. Huge fleshy banana, mind you. I will literally never speak to you again. I'm like, do not introduce me as your girlfriend. So Andrew goes, oh, this is Jackie. Harry looks at me. I shouldn't be telling this story, but it's okay. He's like the nicest guy in the world. He goes, oh, I think we've met before. And I'm like, I don't think so. And he's like, yeah, didn't we meet at Jules' house? And I was like, maybe. Like, I wouldn't fucking remember. Are you kidding me? I'd be like, January 17th, the day I met Harry. Like, it would have been like fucking imprinted in the tapestry of my life before like any other major event. I think I would have fucking remembered, but I played it so fucking cool. I was with my friend Electra and I was like, oh yeah, maybe, I don't know. And he's like, can I get you girls a drink? And Electra goes, oh no, I'm okay. And he looks at me and he's like, I know you want a drink. And I was like, oh my God, he already knows me. Maybe it's because I'm like full rosacea chest rash, like tweaking in my left eye, like shaking, foaming at the mouth. He's like, here, I'll go get you something. So he takes me like to the craft room, kind of like slightly puts his hand on the small of my back, but it was definitely like more of a shoulder. It was as cordial and chivalrous as it could possibly be. But in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, bitch is getting fucking handsy. This is like long hair era Harry with like the unbuttoned shirt and like skinny jeans and like a Chelsea boot. Kill me. So he takes me, he gets me a beer. He opens it for me, asks me if I want it in a fucking glass. I'm like, this guy is obsessed with me. He's literally just being polite. I go back into the main room. I say thank you. I asked for a beer because I thought that was like a cool look. I didn't want to be like, do you guys have hand-stuffed blue cheese olives? I was like, I'll just take a bear. Like, I thought that was like such a fucking sexy-ass bitch vibe. And then we go back into the main room. Andrew comes over, gives me a kiss, and then it was over. So we'll never know. I think we did know. I think we do know that there was a 0% chance of that happening. But just like the flicker lives within, you know? And when you watch The Idea of You, the flicker was reignited for me. I could see it happening for her. I could see it happening for me. I think it is for females, you know, just crying themselves to sleep at night, looking for a reprieve. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was good. There were certain things that did make my asshole prolapse. Like when Anne Hathaway is like vabbing out in the car, like it just something doesn't feel right about that. And, you know, during the press tour, they were very, they debunked the theory that the main character, Harvest Moon, what's his name? August Hayes, I don't remember what his goddamn name was, but the cute guy, the cute lead, male lead, okay? They're saying that there is, you know, this is not depicted from Harry Styles, Olivia Wilde, like that type of fan fiction thing. That is so colossally incorrect. I mean, it is a dead giveaway. When you watch the movie and you see like the music videos, the live performances, it is all very One Direction adjacent, and it's fine. Okay. Anne Hathaway, like, yeah, she's playing like a 40-year-old mom, but she's also like ripped, hot, like has an art gallery in Silver. Like she's hardly like the Midwest mom who's living for her Trader Joe's runs, okay? And like, you know, has once in a while buys herself a bouquet of carnations to feel something. Like this is like a sexed up Silver Lake hot granola art gallery mom that Anne Hathaway is playing. And it's gotten, you know, the reviews are scathing, but I tend to really root and support movies that are hovering at like a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes. Showgirls, The Other Sisters, The Idea of You, To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. All classics in my personal life. So I was entertained. I think it's a watch. Also, there's another scene where they start cohabitating, and there's like a weird kind of epileptic like lighting scene where it goes from like red to purple to pink, and they're embracing. I get very wrapped up in the minutia of production. I still cannot fathom the Kate Hudson, Anne Hathaway movie Bride Wars, like the cinematography of that and all the B-roll shots, and Something Borrowed, which is one of my favorite rom-com films. The B-roll shots, the transitions, the music, the slow-mo shots of them dancing to Salt and Peppa and their jammies. I will never forgive them for that, because it was so good. Something Borrowed was so good. And they really just fucking blew their load. I don't want to blame Kate Hudson, but I do believe they were both her production company. And I'm just saying, like, maybe we ixnay the slow-mo transition shots. A cinematographer. Another thing, okay? This is probably, you know, not a shock to you. I've never been, como se dice, tech savvy. That's why I'm such a fan of our next sponsor, Squarespace, because they make it so easy to build a website and really stand out and succeed online. Not only can you create a website that is beautiful, you can also engage with your audience, sell products, all in one place. Squarespace Blueprint, their guided design system, makes it so easy to create and personalize your site. They have so many professionally curated layouts and styling options, so you can really tailor your site to your brand or your business. And you can use their integrated optimized SEO tools so you can easily get discovered and grow your online presence fast. If you're starting an online business, Squarespace is great for handling all your checkout needs. They make checkout seamless for your customers with a simple but powerful payment tool. Okay, tools, plural. They accept credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay in eligible countries. They even offer the option to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. It's so easy to use. If you're dumb like me, Squarespace is the only option for creating your own website. Check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/Bible to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. I'm perpetually distracted by my phone. So recently when my thumbs get the little scrolling itch, I've started playing DraftKings Casino on my phone because, like the respectable businesswoman I am, I thought I'd start making my phone addiction a little more lucrative. The games are so fun. I've talked about their exclusive game Rocket before, but you can also get crazy with Rocket too. Ooh! The excitement is endless and the cash prizes are sizzling hot. New players start playing with just $5 and get 100 back instantly in casino credits. Download the app and use code BIBLE to book your one-way ticket to fun with DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours, honey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. Only void in Ontario. Eligibility and other restrictions apply. One per opted-in new customer. $5 wager required. Backs $100 in casino credits awarded, which require one-time playthrough within 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Restrictions apply. I'm working late because I'm a singer. I had to pause the idea of you last night and spend 36 minutes engaging with a troll account. Andrew walked in. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm writing emails for work. He's like, who are you emailing? I'm like, Josh. He's like, it's Sunday at 8:30 p.m. I'm like, I'm very busy. I'm so stupid and I'm so annoying. Everyone's like, yeah, duh, bitch, we know. So last night, some troll account, 0 followers, okay, no photos. The username was like 143XRMLKJJF572. They said to me, wow, for someone who talks shit the way that you do, exploits your baby and carries a fake Bottega Andiamo bag, you sure have a fucking arrogant attitude. Like something just to tickle the pickle and poke the beehive. And she or he hit me on the right day at the right time at the right martini consumption. And I thought, not today, Brenda. Wrong girl, wrong day. It's God's day, for fuck's sake. So I proceeded to spend, 23 minutes going through credit card records, digital receipts, Bottega Veneta's customer profile website so that I could send screenshots to show that my bag was real. Everything else, I was like, she got me on that one. I do need dental work. I am exploiting my child. I am annoying. I have been slightly off my game the past few weeks. I don't know, maybe because I'm dealing with a fucking trauma in the home. We're grieving in the Schimmel-Haas house. We've had a death, for fuck's sake, you insensitive cunt. But beyond that, what really, really pissed me off was that she was insinuating that I was carrying fake bags. Not on my watch. So I went through and I created some form of a PowerPoint presentation. She blocked me before I could send her a montage of sorts. I downloaded some type of a movie making app, speaking of cinematography, and I put all of the photos, all of the proof, receipts, timelines, I forget the other one, to show that my bags were real. Because she was insinuating that I was carrying a fake bag. Let me tell you something. I know these bitches are all carrying fake bags. And I support it. And if you can rock it, rock out with your cock out. I have no chill and I would ruin it for the rest of us. I would tell everybody. If someone even kind of made eyes, if I was even slightly in eye line of somebody carrying a fake bag, I'd be like, it's fake. How'd you know? I got it on the yellow app. I got on a weird TikTok algorithm and I felt susceptible and I'm weak and I'm damaged and God, I love things and I just keeping up with the Joneses is hard. And do you know that they've increased the price of Chanel bags 25% over the past 4 years and I just can't keep doing it. I have a child, for fuck's sake. I would tell everybody. Oh, I would scream it from the rooftops. I'm not insecure in that region. I've got nothing to hide. I've got nothing to fucking prove. I'd be so stoked, but it's just not true. And it's fucking rude. So after putting together a beautiful montage of screenshots. It took me a long time. I had to like blur out my address. I had to blur out some credit card information. I did these beautiful kind of slide transitions where they would fade out and then fade in. I forget what song I used. I think it was an Enya song, sail away, sail away, sail away. Just with like, from Mahida to Majava to the Hanyananava, with American Express reports and all my, like just info. I thought it was really cute. Maybe I'll post it. Maybe I'll put it on the gram. Gypsy Rose Blanchard got a nose job. This is my train of thought. Gypsy Rose is having her hot girl summer. She's on again, off again with her prison fiance. She's got some fucking highlights, okay? She found out about Azara. She's in a cute pink co-ord. She hit up Revolve. She got next day shipping. She's in LA. She's got like, you know, highlights that are still kind of living in 2012, which is fine. You know, she's got time. She's got a reboot. She's got to recalibrate with society. The rhinoplasty, it's not great, but it's good. And I can appreciate her getting out of the clink, okay, and thinking, this is my moment to fucking shine. I'm going to have a glow up. Some people in her position might want to fall to the wayside and live quietly for a while they recalibrate. Not my girl, Gypsy Rose, okay? She's back. She's hot. And she's ready to fucking rumble. And if I don't see her at some type of a revolve around the world influencer retreat, if she's not in Dubai on that next fucking Tarte campaign influencer trip, everyone's doing everything wrong. Patron, flyer to Formula One. Kentucky Derby. Why is Gypsy Rose Blanchard not hawking some off-brand whiskey with a fascinator on, showing off her new fucking rhinoplasty? Like, hello? As you know, it is the first Monday of May, and as I sit before you with my son's acidic spit up trickling down my tits, a very, very Sahankin messy bun fueled with Ashkenazi natural essential oils, because I just did a Legree class. Like, I just want to let everybody know. What is a Legree class, Jackie? Funny you should ask. It's like SoulCycle and Pilates had a Nazi baby. Basically, you go into what only can be described as like a hell bunker. There's no lights. It's pitch black. They play an array of very tragic, like techno top 40 remixes at a volume that should be illegal. They scream at you and you leave feeling like a limp noodle, but I got to get my shit right and tight. So we're trying to do that like 2 to 3 times a week. And I actually sweat, and I never fucking sweat, but I did have like a bit of a trickle coming down my face, and I was like, ew, gross. Anyways, it is Met Ball Monday, and I am posted up in front of my computer looking like I crawled out of a hole in the ground. So who's better equipped to judge the looks? Nobody, quite frankly. Quite frankly, do you think that I just have so much suppressed Anne Frank content that I've started slipping up on the quite frankly? That's like my psychoanalysis on the quite frankly of it all. Okay. Let's first cover the Met Gala theme this year. According to Vogue, the 2024 Met Gala will celebrate the Costume Institute's new exhibition, Sleeping Beauties, Reawakening Fashion, and the official dress code is the Garden of Time. The exhibit will feature approximately 250 rare items drawn from the Costume Institute's permanent collection. Spanning over 400 years of fashion history, the pieces will include designs by Schiaparelli, Dior, Givenchy, and more. Some garments that are too fragile to ever be worn again, such as a Charles Frederick Worth ball gown from 1877, will also be displayed via video animation, light projection, AI, CGI, and other forms of sensory stimulation. Andrew Bolton and Wendy Yu, curator in charge of the Costume Institute, added that the exhibition will be shaped around 3 main zones: land, sea, and sky. that pay tribute to the natural world. It is very much an ode to nature and the emotional poetics of fashion, he said. I have no idea what any of that fucking means. I just read that 4 times and I still don't really understand what the theme is. Is it Sleeping Beauty? Is it nature? Is it spring? Is it sea? Is it land? Is it farm to table? Is it artisanal, homeopathic, organic Erewhon? I don't fucking know. But I'm very interested once again to see how people will razzle dazzle us. Let's just dive right into the hosts. We've got J-Lo and Zendaya. I believe J-Lo is in a Schiaparelli number. You know, when J-Lo wants to really hit us hot and nasty with the Luke, J-Lo can. She just chooses not to, or she makes the wrong decision a lot of the time. I think she looks gorgeous. I feel like I've already seen her in this. I'm not wowed, but she's so fucking beautiful. Who really cares? Zendaya, who historically speaking, I have said never misses. I do not like this Luke. I don't understand it. I find it to be underwhelming, maybe because she's just so consistently bringing it that, you know, this falls a little flat. I would think she's hosting this year. Like, she's going to give us something that is going to give us all heart attacks. We're all going to drop dead of cardiac arrest. And the bar is just so high for Zendaya that, like, if anyone else wore it, I'd be like, oh my God, I love it. But because it's her and she's just so top tier, I did not think it was on par with the rest of Zendaya's looks. Okay, just the sharpest right turn. Lea Michele in Rodarte. I laughed. Like, when I saw this, I fucking howled. First of all, she's got a bang. She's got a butt fucker bang if I've ever seen one. We all know this. People with a blunt bang are more susceptible to taking it up the ass. I don't make the rules. I just report the news. She is wearing like an aquamarine, turquoise, kind of like, it looks like someone went to a Joann's and got a jersey stretch fabric, wrapped that bitch up, put a few applique daisies, and then dyed a bunch of tulle to match. It is, I just laughed. Like, I can't say anything else. It's disgusting. The color, the daisies, the tulle, the fabric, the bangs. I don't get what the fuck's going on. It looks like something that, you know, I could have made in my Miss Beth's fashion class in the 10th grade, because jersey's very easy to work with. I think given Lea Michele's history, problematic history, the least she could give us is a fucking Luke. And whoever did this to her is a gleetard. Somebody hates Lea Michele somewhere and did this to her because they're just fucking with her at this point. I don't know how anyone could sign off on that and be like, God, she looks good. She looks insane. She looks ridiculous. If this was a PR move to put Lea Michele back in the good graces of humanity, that they completely shot the bed. It's a terrible dress. It's terrible hair. It's just, the whole thing is so terrible. It is like a Vacacta quinceañera gone rogue. It's just bad. Okay, one that I loved. I love Greta Lee. She's in Loewe. She's in The Morning Show. She's in Past Lives or whatever that movie is. I think she's really cool. I always think she looks very, very cool. She's wearing this like kind of architecturally interesting white sheer, I don't know if it's tulle with like some type of like a petal embellishment. I think it's very cool. I think the hair is cool. She's wearing no jewelry. The face is glowing from within. Love. Emily Ratajkowski, she's wearing vintage Versace from 2001. She is wearing a very spiky bun that reminds me of all of my bat mitzvah hairdos. You know, when you could buy those buns with the hair and then you put it on top and it was like spiking out of the side. It's uninspiring. It's not Met Ball worthy in my personal opinion. The worst, oh God, another worst dress for me. I, with a gun to my head, could not tell you what she's in. Madeline Klein. Madeline Klein looks like she She lives in Minnesota. She went to the local Macy's, found the Adriana Papel section, the mother of the groom section specifically, and then bought that and then wore that to the Met Ball. It's so bad that there are not, like, I don't even want to talk about it because it feels toxic to even speak of it in my home, because my home is my fortress. It's disgusting. And we're allowed to say that. This is not a projection of people's looks, of their integrity, of their character. It is an external piece of clothing that they take off at the end of the day. And if I want to look Madeline Klein dead in the eye and say, honey, Adriana Papel called, the clearance section of Macy's called, and they want their mother of the groom dress back. You didn't bring it, and that's okay. Better luck next time. Let this be a moment to pause, look inward, reform, rebuke, and reset. Big whoop. Who cares? Look at me. I'm disgusting. I think Mindy Kaling looks amazing. She is wearing Gaurav Gupta. I'm probably, flubbing all of these designer names, and that's okay. She does look like she kind of got lost in a magnum ribbed condom, but it's interesting. I actually kind of like the color on her. It would wash most people out, but I mean, it's weird and fleshy. It does look a bit like an uncircumcised penis or a deflated ball sack, but, in a very fashion forward way. And for that, we say cheers, Mindy Kaling. I'm down. Gigi Hadid, she's in Tom Brown. It's very, once again, reminiscent of Dorit Kemsley's room at Buca di Beppo. I don't know why. It's white. It's got yellow flowers on it. She's got like a curly old school, old Hollywood lob happening. She's so beautiful. I do find it to be a little bit matronly for her. I think it's a little safe, but she looks like a movie star. She's got a red lip, and I'll fuck with it. I'll totally fuck with it. Rita Ora, just no. That would be just a no. Her husband looks like a literal piece of feces. It's fecal. It's very, very fecal to me, and that's okay. Uma Thurman, no. She's wearing Tory Burch. Yikes. It is a taffeta nightmare. It's I would say like a periwinkle with like butterflies on the shoulders. It's been done. It's doing nothing for her. I don't like it. Kris Jenner, I just fucking love Kris Jenner. I would take a bullet for Kris Jenner, and I don't even need to explain it. She's wearing Oscar de la Renta. She's in white. She's a vision. She looks like a priestess, dripping in silk, and I love it. She's wearing white gloves with matching massive emerald cocktail rings on her forefingers over the glove, and I would like to incorporate that into my own life. Emma Chamberlain is wearing, custom Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's kind of brown. It's kind of like lacy. It honestly feels like an elevated JoJo Siwa costume, but she looks pretty. I feel like she always looks pretty good. I thought last year, when was it? When she wore that like Miu Miu headbandy. I loved that so much. So I'm going to give it to her. She's got a coffee company. She's wearing coffee brown. It's smart. Ashley Graham, no. That's a no for me. Sarah Jessica Parker, I kind of never care what Sarah Jessica Parker is wearing because I think that she has such a strong sense of style, and I know whether I get it or not, or I can metabolize it or not, that it has a story and a connection. And, as she was walking through, the Hamptons, she found a leaf that reminded her of her childhood, and she took the leaf and then she crumbled it in her hand and then she made yarn out of it, and that's what's used to sew on the crystals of her dress. I don't know. I don't care. I love her. Sarah Jessica Parker can do no wrong in my eyes. Whoever is doing Sarah Jessica Parker's hair, they just never fuck it up. She's got a weave from here to Antarctica, and it's fluffy. It's done. She always has some type of a headpiece on. I love a headpiece. Not to keep bringing it back to home goods, but Tyla she's wearing Balmain. She is the very beautiful singer who sings, "Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath like water." Is that her song? It doesn't matter. She is carrying a hourglass filled with sand that matches her balmain dress. And, I find this to be Home Goods tchotchke core. The sand in the hourglass feels very reminiscent of the clearance aisle of a Home Goods, where you can get any variety of a glass-colored sand tchotchke, perhaps for a Rogue bookshelf, for a bar cart, for an office accessory. Amanda Seyfried in Custom Prada, I kind of love it. Her hair is gray. She's got a purple lip. She's wearing a headpiece. She's wearing a metallic silver embellished ball gown. It's kind of weird, but I'm kind of into it. We don't we don't watch the fucking Met Ball red carpet to see people that look like they're going to a highbrow bar or bat mitzvah. I want headpieces. I want wigs. I want colors. I want jewels. I want diamonds. I want gloves. I want fans. I want, live animals. I don't know what the fuck I want. But I don't want to see, okay, this is how you do it right. This is how you do baked potato right, Amanda Seyfried. Michelle Yao, I don't know who she's wearing. She looks like a oven baked potato, not a Hasselback, not a smashed potato with like a garlic aioli, just a low down fucking baked potato, maybe in an air fryer, maybe in a countertop oven, an easy bake oven. It's not good. Kendall Jenner is in Archive Givenchy 1999. It's Xena Warrior Princess adjacent. She's so gorgeous, that body. Who really fucking cares if she came in, a maxi pad and nipple tassels? I'd be like, she looks great. I mean, obviously she's so beautiful. The dress, I don't really understand how it fits the Sleeping Beauty Spring Awakening theme. Doja Cat, I forget who she's wearing. She's wearing, Vêtements. Okay, she stepped out of her hotel. I don't know if there's going to be a quick change in the Sprinter van, but she is wearing a head towel, a towel shift dress, and some type of a lucite slipper. I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. I'm not highbrow, high tier like that, so maybe I'm missing some artistic elements, but it's bizarre. Kim Kardashian in Margiela. She looks unbelievable. I haven't seen her on the carpet. I just saw the photo that she posted. She's wearing like a fitted, beautifully detailed silver strapless corseted number with what appears to be a Banana Republic adjacent shrug. A cardigan, dare I say, with like loose hair. She looks fucking stunning. Also, Allison Brie, or is it Brie Larson? I think it's Brie. Is Allison Brie married to James Franco? Brie Larson, different person. That's confusing to me. Just want to put that out there. Brie Larson. I'm going to do a Google really quick. Hold on. Did a quick Google. Brie Larson. I love her dress. It's like simple, but it's interesting. It looks like some type of an embellished kind of midi strapless dress with like an organza, very structured overlayer in like a pale purple. The shoes are, dare I say like a 9 West bat mitzvah shoe. I don't know why I keep relating everything to bar and bat mitzvahs, but it's kind of the only social events that I've ever been to that required, formal wear besides the prom. So you either got bat mitzvahs, proms. I've been to a couple weddings, formal weddings, but other than that, bat mitzvah culture is all I have. So that's just where I'm drawing inspo from. I'm sorry. Jessica Biel is wearing, a coral deep V gown with a coordinating pashmina and a beautiful necklace. The hair is cool. All I'm concerned about is that she posted a video on her ever quirky TikTok account that shows her the night before the Met Ball doing a 20-pound Epsom salt bath. And I just want to know what that does. Is that a diuretic? Is that to shed some lbs? Is that to detox? Like, is it to sleep? I need to know why you would need to take a bath with 400 pounds of Malden salt. Like, I just don't understand. But if there are some type of health detoxing, anti-bloat benefits, roll through in my DMs, JBLs, because I will be door dashing every grain of salt in the Western Hemisphere because I need to fucking de-bloat. We're going to have to finish the rest of the Lukes on next week's episode. I'm recording tomorrow with Kyle Richards, the Caftan Queen. I do have some old clips of me ripping her ass apart for all of those caftans, and I am currently in my caftan body type era, so I'm going to apologize to her in person because I fucking love Kyle Richards. And we're going to debrief on the rest of the outfits. If Blake Lively doesn't roll through soon, I'm going to light my goddamn house on fire. So that's just where I'm at emotionally. So we'll pick this up next week. But thank you all for listening to my live coverage of the Met Ball red carpet. You heard it here on the Bitch Bible podcast. I will talk to you next week. Also, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. Go to thebitchbible.com and enter your information because I might have something sexy for you in your inboxes. I will talk to you next week. Okay, love you. Bye.